The GDPR stuff just makes tracking, I'm not a lawyer, but I've talked to several of them. They all, of course, have a different opinion on what we're allowed to do here, right? Google, I'm not sure is 100% clear on what we're allowed to do here, but the basics are in GDPR, and these privacy regulations seem to be rolling out, not just in the European Union anymore, but like in lots of different places. It does seem like for Google Analytics 4, basically Google Analytics 4 still relies on a cookie. It relies on a first-party cookie, not a third-party cookie. It relies on a first-party cookie. And basically, until the user opts in for GDPR on the cookie banner, if they don't opt in, you're not allowed to store the cookie. The big problem there is most of the time what we care about is attribution. So if there's like a cookie banner at the bottom and the user lands on the landing page, the only opportunity we have to know on the Shopify store where that user came from, did they come from a Facebook ad or did they come from Google ad or whatever, right? The only opportunity is if we capture a page view on that landing page. If we miss the landing page, they're going to look like direct traffic and we're not going to know where they came from.
Meaning if they advance from the landing page,
if they move, if there's yeah, exactly, right. Because the UTM parameters that everybody knows about, the little thing in the URL or the document refer, which is buried in the HTTP request, but that's the other thing. That's only available on the landing page. If they go to the second page and we're able to track them on the second page, it looks like direct traffic. So when the banner's at the bottom and the user's clicking around at the website and then they click accept 3 page views in, we're not going to know where they came from. If the banner's right up front and they click accept, depends how your tracking is implemented. You have to fire another page view when they click accept, and then you'll be able to track attribution better.
Does that double your page views?
No, because you weren't allowed to fire a page view. Yeah, you weren't allowed to fire a page view before they accepted the cookie banner, right? So all that's to say, like if you're in a GDPR country, you're just going to deal with you're going to be missing lots of attribution and probably lots of orders and stuff like that as well. You're going to be missing those. So if you're going into Google Analytics 4 and you don't see any purchases and you're using Shopify's native integration, if you go and you look at that and you see a bunch of missing orders, well, if someone like me would tell you, there might not be a lot we can do there. What we want to do there to answer those data questions is what you are allowed to have is first party data. And so far as everything I've read on this is your Shopify data is your first party data still. That is, you own it. You have the right to know the customer's email. I mean, you have to be able to send them emails and things like that. So that's your data. You can use that to analyze things to your heart's content. And so that's usually what we try to do to make up the difference. But often Google Analytics 4 is going to be limited in what we're able to track.
Got it.